Am I the only one that's tired of people disregarding my boundaries in order to fulfill their own personal wants, not needs, but wants? And what I mean by that is, if you know that there is a situation amongst me and another person, you stay out of it, which is cool. But I kind of feel like continue to try to put us both in the same atmosphere, knowing what my boundary is, that you kind of disrespecting me at a certain point. Am I the only one that feel that way? And I really didn't feel that way until it kind of happened to me. I feel like it's starting to happen simultaneously at this point. So it's bringing me to the point of people knowing who I am as a person, disregarding it because they don't see whatever the problem is as a big deal to them. So you're minimizing how I feel, minimizing my boundary, ignoring my boundary, and trying to just put me in the same atmosphere as somebody to appease you. When again, as I'm stating, it's not a need, it's a want. So it's just like I'm just kind of getting frustrated, and I'm going to start putting those people in the same boat as the people I'm not talking to at this point, because I don't feel like you're playing both sides by any means, but I do feel like you're disrespecting me and disregarding how I feel about something to a certain extent. Like, don't try to act like you don't know what's going on and then put me in a situation anyway, just because you don't feel like it's a big deal. And what I'm saying is, if you want to have a little gathering, have your gathering. Knowing how I am, though, we haven't talked about whatever the issue is, but I know that you know what the issue is with me and another person, and I feel like you're trying to be sneaky and backdoor and go around what the problem is in order to put me in the same room with this person, when you know me and this person haven't had a discussion, haven't had any resolve. So I just feel like you're setting me up for failure in a sense. You're not setting me up to be my best self in a situation. So I'm starting to feel like that is a problem, and it's total disregard and low key gaslighting, because you don't feel like it's a big deal and you don't feel like it's anything. You don't care. But that just shows me that you don't care about me and my feelings and what I have going on either. So I don't know if it's just me or not. But again, this is something that's reoccurring now. It happened to me like the end of last year. And it's happening again. And this is with people that know me very well. So it's like, you know how I'm going to respond to certain things by now. So I feel like I'm getting too old and too grown to be put into situations that aren't the best for me just to appease somebody else. Like, hello, where is the regard? Where is the, you know what I'm saying, thought behind it? You don't have to get yourself directly involved, but at least ask me how I feel and don't try to sneak around it. And then I show up and that person there and you ain't said nothing either. Like, that's not okay to me. And I'm just starting to feel that, don't invite me. If you have to choose, or you have to overthink, or you have to disregard me in general, leave me out of the invitation. It is going to be okay. I promise it is. And it's a choice that you have to make. And I'm not gonna take that choice personally. What I am gonna take personally, though, is you violating my boundary, knowing that you know what's going on, if that makes sense. So I just feel like tiptoeing around me to make yourself comfortable is disregard and disrespect. And I'm going to start treating people accordingly to what I feel. Now, I don't know if you really follow, but I feel like I needed to get that off my chest and see if anybody else feel me on that and understand exactly what I'm saying. Because I know that I'm not tripping. I'm over feeling like the one that's always tripping out the problem. I just have accountability in my head. As far as my actions, as far as where I want to be, I'm not going anywhere where I'm made to feel at least in the slightest bit uncomfortable to appease someone that knows that the situation makes me uncomfortable. Does that make sense? So Yeah, I just want people to stop gaslighting people and start thinking, and you know what I'm saying, respecting people's boundaries and respecting their limits, and not trying to backdoor them to put them in a room with people. You get what I'm saying? That's designed for them to not be them best selves, their best selves. I'm not finna go nowhere where I have to be a little quiet or awkward with anybody. So don't put me in a situation. So that's the bottom line. I'm gonna start taking it very personal. If you know me personally and you know how I respond to certain things, that if I feel like you put me in a situation, you in the same boat as the person. And that's just that on it. So comment below. Tell me what y'all think. Am I tripping? Am I over thinking it? I don't think that I am. But I just want to see if somebody feel me or not. So